Hello everybody, hope you're enjoying the channel so far. Today we are looking at using option with T, the generic type T. If you've seen the Rust documentation, you may have seen this example. It passes an option I32 and returns an option I32. And then you have to use match to pass none or some to a return of none or some I+1. This came from chapter 6 of the Rust documentation. And up here we have a description of the enum option T as defined by the standard library. So this is all very well, but when we get down to here, we see how do you get the T value out of some? Basically, Rust doesn't have null. So let's just look at this code and run it. We get no errors, obviously, because it's not actually doing anything, and it's fine. If we uncomment this, let 5 equal sum 5, assert 5 or sum 5. That passes. So what we've done is we've set the variable 5, the word 5, to be sum 5. Now, when we run this +1, we're going to put that into the function, and it will return 5 plus 1. Why is it doing that? Because 5 now equals I32, 5. So if we run that, it also passes. Right, next, let's pass in none. So we've got the option here with our function to either pass in, optionally we can pass in an I32, or we can pass in none. So none here on line 22 is going to be matched here on line 9 of our function, and it should return none as well. So that is why our variable called none should equal the result of none, which is what we gets passed back here on line 9. So run that, and also passes. So far so good. So this may be slightly confusing if you're coming from Python or even maybe C. I just want to show you something else. So here we're going to say let x equals signed integer 8 equal to 5. So that's fine. Then we create y. Y is an option, so it can either be something or none. When we create that, you need to do sum, then 5. So y does equal 5, but you can't access it in the normal way. If we were to do uncomment line 31, run this, we get an error message. Now if I run it, you'll see the full error. No implementation for I8 plus option I8. So we've still got y equal to sum 5. We need to extract it, or we need to unpack it. So if we do on line 29, let y, which is of type I8, equal y.unwrap or. The reason I've used underscore or is just to pass in a default value. You could get away with using just an empty pair of brackets and unwrap in this case. Unwrap or is probably a safer option if you want to provide a default value. So if we now run this, we should get success. And that's fine. So what we've done is we've passed an optional I8 value with sum around the parentheses. We couldn't just do 5. We would have not liked it, so mismatch types expected enum option I8 found type integer. So whenever you're using an optional value, you either need to use sum or none. I'll put this in a Rust playground for you to check out, as always. Hopefully you find that a useful feature of this channel. Keep watching, and I will be back with more soon. Thank you for watching.